It is almost eventing time again, guys. It's actually the evening before because I am up at 4 AM tomorrow. It is an early start, and to be honest, it's not as bad as it could have been. My section, actually dressage, starts at 8 AM and I'm just before 9. So I've done quite well, actually. I thought I'd start filming now because I'm going to get everything ready. My wonderful mother has washed both my saddle pads for me. So I need to take those round. I'm going to get Betsy all ready. I've also been to B&M and stocked up on the Betsy box snacks. Because the one essential to event day is good snacks. Oh, please don't need fuel. Please don't need fuel. I can't remember. Oh no, let's put it in. Please don't need fuel. Please, 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 please. Yes, 3/4 of a tank. We don't need fuel. Do I need to? No, we don't need a full tank. We're going an hour and a little bit away. We don't need a full tank. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Right, I'm going to take Betsy round. I'm going to get everything on apart from my tack because I am convinced if I leave my tack on the box, it will be stolen. Everything else can go on. I've also just realised I haven't actually told you where we're going. So we are going to Oasby. Now I have ran at Oasby previously. I think it was Percy's, like one of Percy's first events. I got eliminated because I missed out a jump. So yeah, hopefully Oasby goes a bit better for us this year. I've just actually been to walk the course and it looks really, really lovely. So fingers crossed. Now we are against the lights. I'm going to try and pack Betsy as quick as possible. Let's start with the horse area. Make sure she's got shavings, hay, everything she needs in there. Undo this. Let's go, go, go. Go, go, go. Oh yes, Jade tidied it up last time we went out. So the only thing I actually need to do in here is fill up her haylage bag. Wonderful. Okay, so Silvermore in here. Gin. Actually, I should have brought the other hay bag as well to fill up because it's an hour and a half there in the car, so possibly a little bit longer in the box. And Ginny is the gannet. She will eat this and probably a little bit more, so I will fill the other one up as well. If she manages to eat all this, I will actually be quite impressed. But I would sooner have too much than not enough. Gin. Haylage. Ready. Okay, so onto the back of the box. We have a lot of water. I will fill that up to the brim because I am OCD. We have all of her washing off stuff. Why do I have 2 random buckets in here that I do not need? I will need a bucket tomorrow, but it will be a clean one, and I'll see to her feed when we get here tomorrow. Have my fixed peak for dressage and for jumping, and I have nice gloves in here. I go through these gloves so quickly, just making sure that these are presentable because I do kill them off pretty quick. Right, the main thing I need to make sure I've got for tomorrow are my studs, which I need to check I've got my teeny tiny ones. Where did I put my teeny tiny ones? And I only have, they're not the teeny tiny ones that I want. Stress! This is not ideal. And this is why you pack the box well in advance. Out of there. Thank the Lord we found the teeny tiny sharp studs for tomorrow. Wonderful. Need to put them somewhere safe that I'm going to remember. Okay, so I have an array of things. So I've got her equilibrium pad. My body protector's on. Need to check my jacket. Jacket and stock on. Bib is on. They won't let you print out your own number. It's a BD thing. Whenever they run events, they're like, make sure you get your numbers from us. Okay. My boots have been cleaned with soap. They just need a condition tomorrow so that they're shiny. Mum has very kindly washed my boots. I don't need this many pairs. Why have I got so many pairs? They're both fronts. They're both hinds. The other pair can go in the tack room. We've got our tendon boots, overreach boots as well. All aboard. And then her jump bit. Cannot forget the bit. Her snaffle is already on the bridle. I've got my spurs, my various hat pieces, and some not so nice gloves. They can go in the tack. So I've got my fixed peak in here, my skull cap for cross country there with colours already on, got a baton here and a long sculling whip just in case I think I need one. Obviously can't have one in the dressage, but it's quite handy sometimes to have them for the warm-up. Okay, so we've pretty much lost the light now. Apologies, but her mesh rug for after she's ran. I'm taking both saddle girths. This is her new stud girth. It's the Lemire Gel Tech long one. I'm going to take both, even though I don't really plan to use this, because I'm planning to wear studs for all three phases. I don't know why I'm taking both, I just am. The panic packing has set in. Welcome to The Egg Goes Venting, episode 2. Whenever I've done my hair and put it in a slick back bun, I just look like an egg. And even more so because it's 5 AM, so it's pretty chilly. So the headband is on, so I apologise guys, but you've got an egg this morning. Just heading round now to feed the horses. We need to leave at 6:30, but I like to make sure that they're fed early, so it's 5:30 now actually. I've been up since 4:45, 4:45. Obviously had to get ready and drive to the farm. So yeah, I've just got to put a few last minute things on the box, pop Gin her fleece on, and it'll be time to head to Oasby. In the buds. So, are we running? Are we rocking? Are we rolling? So, we are here at Oasby and we've already had a slight malfunction because I don't know how, but her studs aren't sitting right in one of her back right, which is her weaker leg as well. So, we're not studding, which is making me slightly nervous. We didn't stud for Speedley. So we're just going to have to take the show jumping steady. Cross country, she's fine. She's very short-footed. We've not got any turns. But yeah, it's just not going in. And I don't want to run her with just one behind because I don't want her to twist. So we've gone for the best option of no studs. But I ran Percy pretty much all last season without studs because I didn't really understand what I was doing. And at least we don't have any dew on the ground, so that's something. But yeah, slightly hectic start. I'll put my lid. I don't know. No lid for you. Oh, it's there. Right, let's get her tacked up. And today I'm going to remember to put my leathers down to dressage length. Oh, you might have to give me a hand getting this off, Jade. I can't. Can you just take a rug off for me so I can start tacking her up, please? That's so beautiful. So I've just come from a breakfast. Don't particularly want to do any work, Mother. I know. Good girl, Princess. Oh, it's cold.
I don't think it's as cold as it was last time.
No, it's not as... No, we cannot complain because last time I was actually shaking when we were here last. Zooming in on my dinner lady hair. Quickly, while she's in full dinner lady mode. Right. I'm 8:54. Okay, let's get her ears and a thing on then. I know, I don't think I brought a whiteboard pen either. Water on pig. Go. Yes. Yes, today we will not be missing out any fences. Will we, Gin? How are these? Yeah, she did really well at Psych House this week, so fingers crossed we can keep that up. That would be nice. That's why we're going to give her a good enough warm-up.
Ginny, you putting your head up there does not help.
There you go. I forget how short you are. Little short ass.
Teeny tiny.
Thank you. Get on pony now. Thank you. Oh, it's very strange looking down and seeing.
Have you got a drink in the front of the lorry that you want me to take down?
Yeah, it's locked. Standing. Naughty gins. Right, I'll be walking her down. So those of you who have followed our journey will know I have worked so hard on Gin's dressage and just improving her dressage and getting her much calmer, because at our first event it didn't go very well. I was actually lucky to stay on her. So anyway, we got into the dressage arena. Now the dressage is actually running early. They did give me the option to wait if I wanted to for my official time, but actually she warmed up really well. And you can see when she first went in, she did tense up a little bit, but actually the fact that we went in and had a proper trot around, which if you've seen my first eventing vlog, you'll know we did not get, really helped, because it just means that she's got a bit more time to settle. So I was super happy with her. And kind of the approach we're going with Gin at the moment is just try and keep things a bit looser, a bit more relaxed. So you'll notice that I've not got her in a super strong contract, because we found that made her worse. So we got a 7 for our centre line, which I was really happy about, and then we come around and have to change the rein straight away, and she was a little bit wobbly. So we did get a comment that the contact could be steadier, but she's not got a head in the air like a llama. So it's not her best test by far, but my goodness, this is miles away from the test we had just a few weeks ago. So the next movements were half 20 metre circle to X and then half a 20 metre circle to C. Our first one we got 7, and then our second half circle we got 6.5 with the comment of more bend. Then transition into canter, which we got a 7 for, and then up to E for a 20 metre circle in canter. Now normally in canter Jin goes very forward, she loses the contact, but actually she was quite lazy in the canter. So we also got a 7 for our 20 metre, which I think is the first time we've ever had a 7 for our canter work, which was amazing. And then between K and A we do our transition to trot, which we've got a 6.5 for, and then again our half 20 metre circle to X on this rein. Just got the comment of needing a bit more bend, so we got 6.5 for that, and then the second half of the other half 20 metre circle got the same comment, which is fair. She just lost a little bit of contact there and a little bit of listening to me. So then canter on this rein, not as good a canter. We got a 6.5 for that, saying that she needs to be more over her back, but we brought it back with a 7 for our 20 metre circle again, which I was really happy about. And then she kind of fell out of the canter a little bit there, so we did get a 6 for that, requiring a bit more balance. And then we come over to K, and we've then got to go forwards to walk. Now her medium walk actually got a 7, which again, very good for Jin. And then we have to do a half 20 metre circle on a long rein, which we've got a 6.5 for, saying more stretched down, and we actually have to do the long walk all the way to F, and actually here when she hits the track she does then stretch much better, so they did say better towards F. Then we do FAD, medium walk, so just picking up the reins here, which we got a 7 for. These 7s are racking up. I was so proud of Ginny in this test. She just did such a more relaxed test. I think we were both more relaxed. She was just really good. So then you do medium trot at D, and then halt and mobility salute at G. Now the halt is generally our worst movement, if you like, because she hates halting, but we got a 6.5 for it, so we'll take that. And actually for 7 we got for paces we got 7, for impulsion we got 6.5, for submission we got 6.5, and for my riding I got 7, with the comment of lovely horse, now needs to develop a more secure connection down the rein. So that was so much better than our first BE. Really proud of her in the dressage. Still so much to work on. A lot of improvement. I know the free walk wasn't great, and the halt was just a Ginny halt, but she always does that. But yeah, really proud of her. I thought she was really good. So much more relaxed, so much more, which is the main thing we wanted. All I wanted from today was a nice dressage, and I think we had a nice dressage. It's, you know, no world beater, but it wasn't bad. And I actually rode it quite accurately, whereas when I did the practice one in the week of that test, my 20 metre circles were not that accurate. So hopefully today we'll have done it, but good girl. So we've got an hour now until show jumping. I've put my leathers up. We just need to change saddle pad. Jade's changing my bit over because we have the universal in show jumping. It's a really nice course. It's our first time jumping on grass, and we've not studied, which is my only thing. So I'm going to take it slow, steady, and not. Luckily, there's no wild bends in there. So provided I keep her slow after the fence, we'll be all good. Robin is using my camera for the first time, and every time she touches something, a message that I have never seen comes on, but we don't know what she's doing. Anyway, predictions time. I hate doing predictions when I think it's gone fairly well. I'm going for Right, so we've got 38.5 on the last one, which was horrendous, but that was very generous. I'm going to go 33. Hold on. Yeah, 33.
I've got a mic on.
I've got a mic.
Is it actually turned on? Yep.
Yes.
We've got 38 at Speetley.
Yeah.
What did we get at Psychouse?
Oh, that was 67%.
It's like 33.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go...
So I've been too generous, actually.
I'm going to go like a 34.5. Yeah, 34.5.
Sharon, hold on. What are we thinking? I've gone 34. No, I've gone 33. Jay's gone 34.5.
I'll be optimistic, 33.
I've got 33.
33. Has somebody got 33.5?
No.
No, you can have that.
I'm going to go more opposite. I'm going to go 32.
Robin's going 32.
I've got the tape.
Ooh. Ooh. What do you think, Jinjin? What? She says perfecto.
Yeah, because it was nowhere near as bad as Speedley.
Nowhere near.
I don't know how to mark it.
You know, this is it. And the thing is, here at Oasby, you get no signal. We're going to be on eventing scores like...
I think I've got signal.
I've got signal. I actually have got signal. I think you've got signal as well. Your phone's been going off.
I don't think they'll know yet. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Instantaneous marks. Just hold it up. Yes. Hold it up. Thank you.
Where's my hot chocolate? Which one's mine?
Where's my tea? I've not had that yet.
I think it's here.
There you go. Because the second I walk over to you, it works. So...
Just FYI.
says,
But
don't you dare.
let's not grate our teeth against the box again, please, Ginny. That was not nice.
It was us picking the bits of orange out that wasn't nice.
Ginny, no.
Says, I do not approve. What we thinking, Gins? Oh, got to go quite tight. There? There? That still look a bit long.
Yeah. To go tighter.
Yeah, not much.
It's because it's not actually round the girth no more, is it?
It weren't around. Oh, yeah, I suppose it was around the other one. Right, that's the shortest.
Yeah. I'd go that because that's clipped up as well, so go that.
Right, we'll just go why Robin's being stupid. Anyway, we did really well, and I was correct. We got 33 exactly for our dressage, so I am over the moon with you, Jin. You're very good girl. My aim was a sub 35, so I am very, very pleased with her. She's been practically falling asleep at the box.
That's a funny looking box.
Isn't it? And now, it's the fun part. Go do the jumpies. Have you put this up, Jade?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Do not grate your teeth on my box. Good girl. Oh, she says, I'm just so tired, mummy. And it's such an odd life, isn't it?
Oh, it's a big box as well.
Even you're thinking that's your snazzy box. Aren't you, my darling? Says it's Good Friday. It's a day of rest. Oh, I don't. Apparently I'm not having 2 stirrups, just one today. Can I? There we go.
You put them back up, didn't you?
Yep. Sit in there, Sharon.
Sharon will stay there. She don't want to watch. Is she actually staying there?
Mum.
Oh, she's coming.
Come on. Says, oh, I gotta do now. What I gotta do now? So on to what is normally the fun part for me and Jin, onto our show jumping. A little bit of foreshadowing sprinkled in here. The fun part wasn't all that fun. Yeah, I've never ever show jumped her on grass before, which in hindsight, I've been to Oasby before. I'm 100% aware that I was going to be show jumping on grass. So I don't know why I haven't practiced this, but I love to throw myself in the deep end, as you guys know. So she was a little bit wild in the warm-up. You know, you can just feel the bubbling energy underneath you and you think, ooh, we may have made an error in our judgment here. Anyway, could I get to a fence? Could I? Hell, every single flipping time I tried to get to a fence, someone was adjusting it and it drove me insane. So we actually only jumped twice, I think, in the warm-up. It doesn't really make a difference to Jen. She will jump at anything, anywhere, any day. She doesn't care if she's been over a cross pole or not. So, yeah, we didn't have the best warm-up. And she was definitely feeling rather forward, rather like she just wanted to throw me out the side door and get on with it herself. But anyway, here is our round. So remember, we do not have studs and the ground is quite hard. So I was really, really conscious that I wanted a steady round without any sudden turns. She came into the first fence and jumped that beautifully. And then she wanted to run around this corner, but I brought her back to trot because I thought, no, I'd sooner do this steady and safely. So she popped that really beautifully, and then it was like a bit of a curved line to our third fence, which Robbie missed out because she was trying to reposition, but she jumped that quite well. And then coming round to the fourth, now this line, she did get quite heavy in my hand and she was kind of rushing. So we did have a little bit of a battle up this line and she was jumping quite big behind. So I was really trying to steady her as much as possible. But sometimes the more you steady Jen, the worse she can be. But I was so conscious of not wanting to struggle in the corners with her slipping at all. She saved me on that and on that. Because I was so worried about her really taking off. She definitely really wanted to gallop at everything today, but we actually went clear. So it might not have looked the prettiest round, but we were clear. We didn't skid around any corners, so at least we went clear.
Jesus, you didn't have much steering.
No steering. I was like, I got into fence 7, I was like, I'm stuck. But so says, just go put your colours on. I'm ready.
Go on, I've got it if you want to.
So that's what happens when you show jump on grass, apparently. She was wild. Honestly,
oh yeah, this is the first time she's show jumped on grass.
First time she's show jumped on grass.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. So yeah, studs next time. Studs, short rein. I was saying to myself, don't pull, use your body. Don't pull, and then I got halfway around the course. I was like, just pull. Bless her. She was very excited to be out show jumping, and she just bounced her way back from the show jumping. So I think last 2 weeks ago, because it was her first event in over a year, I don't think she quite realised she was eventing. And now today, I think she realises she's eventing. She's gone from so quiet to literally like bouncing on the spot. But yeah, I mean, some beautiful shapes over the fences. Dread to think what the photo's going to be like. My face like, but we went clear. So really, really proud of her for that. They've just said over the tannoy we can go if we want cross country, but I think she needs a bit of a decompress because she's certainly got her blood up. And it's 4 minutes 47. So we're gonna have to go slowish, Gin. She says, not sure about that, mother. I know. But you're a very good girl. Just very, very, very enthusiastic girl. But you went clear to say that we had many a dodgy line between fences. Didn't we? Made our own course up. She says, I want to go back to novice, mummy. I don't want to do this BE90. So I will this is what she was doing, when we took a show jumping at 90. And she was like, no.
This is too small now.
This is tiny. Good girl.
The shorter rug on.
I think she'll be okay. Keep it off for now. And we're back in energy. Power saver mode. So, just so tired. Open sesame. Come on. You gotta do the last bit. Good girl. Get your curly whirlies in. Get your curly whirlies in. Good girl. Very excited for this cross country. It looks like a really nice course. Really nice. I just need to take it steady down the drops. But otherwise, it didn't look as big as Speedley, so that's something. But yeah, I need to keep an eye on the time Don't want to be getting too many time faults because Jin is quick, and if she's anything like her show jumping round, we might be quite enthusiastic again. It's looking good. Oh, got something in my eye. Right, stopwatch set. Oh, the seconds are wrong. Hold on. So I need 57. 2, 3. There we go. Thank you. Come on, I won't tell you to wake up because actually stay a little bit quiet, please. Come on, darling. Oh, have you put a girth up?
Yep.
Aren't we on? Come on, sweetie. Come on. Oh, no.
Ginny,
Jin, come on. Dear Lord. Right.
Got brakes, time to see.
So Jin was feeling good in the warm-up. Again, still a little bit buzzy, and I think I was feeling a little bit nervous actually about cross country because I knew that we needed a slower time. So I think last time Speedley was like 5 minutes something, and was a longer course. So I knew I needed to take it steady, which is why we had such a steady start out of the start box. And now I'm going to switch to the eventful life footage, which I'm really sorry guys, for whatever reason it just will not let me download a better file. So yeah, this is what I've got. But at least you can see every single fence because it's quite important to understand what happened on the cross country. So I did come out of the start box just being like, let's just hold it a little bit, and you can already see in these early fences how she's kind of shooting out of that left shoulder because basically at Speedley a few weeks ago I injured my back on a drop fence. It's been okay, it's not been great, and I don't think I realised how much it had impacted me until we started riding today. So the first few fences weren't too bad. I actually think she clocked me on this one slightly. So the way that Jin jumps, she's got such a powerful back end that when I'm coming down sometimes, because you're obviously absorbing that, you don't want to like bang down on their back. So I try and absorb the movement. I've basically injured my back quite severely, and I wasn't aware when I ran this how severely I'd injured it. So this is where I really started to feel it. So we came through the water, and bless her, she was so good. She went so steady, but she never does through water. And it was on this fence that I really could feel that I couldn't put anything into my left foot. Like you can see, like I go to sit forward and I just completely go right. And I was like, what's wrong with me? But you're mid-course by this point, adrenaline is high, so I was like, just keep going, and she did this combination so beautifully, but you can see that I'm just really struggling to get the weight into my left stirrup, and then this fence is where it all basically went wrong. I let her get too fast up here. This was an angled jump over 7, and then you had to take a left. I just could not get the weight into my left side to then bring her round to it, so we had this atrocious approach here that I just went to my hand because I couldn't do anything else. I couldn't see it. And I think because the drop fence was coming up, and that's where I injured my back at Speedley, that I was subconsciously like, oh, I really need to steady up for this. So I reapproached her, and she was so good. She slowed down so much for me, bless her, and literally just popped over the drop. And I actually stopped after this fence. Like, I literally just stopped in the middle of the field and was like, do I just put my hand up because something isn't right? I genuinely could not feel my left leg at all at this point. But I kept going for Gin, which sounds stupid. Like, why are you running a horse when everything's not right? She was fine. She was happy. But I was like, just go and do 9. And if she jumps 9 well, just continue the course. But basically at this point, I didn't know, obviously, I was mid-course, the adrenaline's up. I'd actually pulled some ligaments in my back, which is why I'm sat so far to the right and kind of like trying to balance my body because I genuinely couldn't feel my left leg, because basically at the top of your pelvis, where your spine connects to the pelvis, you have an SI joint, sacroiliac joint, same as in the horses. And I have pulled that joint and ruptured the ligaments around it, I have since discovered since being here, because you'll see when I finish, I was in quite a lot of pain. But bless her, Ginny absolutely ran the rest of the course for me. I really just had to sit there and point her, and she after I had the wobble at A and was like, I don't know if I can continue, she was like, let me take the reins, Mum, let me go. And I did, and it meant that she could run it in the pace she wanted because we'd stopped and because we were so behind on time. I just said, do you know what, Jen, do your thing. Like, go, have fun. I'll sit here and worry about my back when we finish. The adrenaline was up, so I couldn't quite feel it, and that is something that I'm now aware of, that if I think I've injured myself, I'm going to stop, because adrenaline seriously does make you, like, just get on with it. And then there was another drop fence here, which 2 drops in one course is like my nightmare, just because I know how we can jump a drop. But bless her, she was so good for both these drops. Like, she seriously looked after me. Like, I really felt that on my back, which I think is why we had such a wibble wobble into this, which is probably one of the biggest fences on the course. But Jin being Jin, she was like, Mum, sit back, enjoy the ride, we're almost home. And here I knew I could really feel my back, but we were 1 away from home. So I brought it through, and this was the final fence, and I was so happy to have finished and completed, and I was just so proud of her, because she just saved me today. Yeah, it gets emotional in a minute, sorry guys.
This is the first time I think I've ever cried on a bloody eventing vlog. I just feel really bad. I really hurt my back at Speedley, and it's just not been right since. And coming into fence 7, I couldn't put any weight in my left leg. And then it was completely my fault. I just went straight to my hand because I couldn't use my leg. And I just feel really bad. I just feel like I should have retired her, but I thought I'd just try it. I knew it was straight from then, and she felt amazing over the next few, so I just kept her going. But I think it's just a mixture of being in pain and feeling like I've let her down. I mean, she was mega. She was definitely up for it. I just... I mean, it's been 2 weeks since Speedley, and I've had some days where my back's been okay, but it's not been this bad. I think I did it on the drop at Speedley, because obviously I stayed on and I was fine. I think when I sit back on the drop, she's got such a big action behind that it's conked me up my back. And it's just made, I'm weak on my left side anyway, but it's just made it so much weaker. And it was just horrible. Like, I just felt a bit not out of control as in she was going too forward or anything, but I just felt like I couldn't use myself properly. And I was like, I wanted to get over another fence. I wanted to be like, I don't want to end on having to circle. So I did 9, and then she picked up, and I thought, oh, we'll be okay. And we were okay. It wasn't bad. That's the thing. It wasn't, nothing particularly went wrong. I'm just in pain, and I just hate feeling like I've let her down, because she's such a talented horse, and I just feel sometimes like I'm not good enough for her.
I'm so
Now, I'm not one to cry. Obviously, I've cried in videos before when we thought we were going to lose Snip and things like that, but today was just an extremely emotional day because I just felt like I'd let Jin down. And of course, I haven't, but we put everything into this sport. We put our bodies, our time, our money, our everything into it, and I love this horse to pieces, and to have felt like I let her down today just broke me. But on a more positive note.
Right, I've had my cry. I've got it out of the way. I think, like, she went really well. I probably didn't ride half as bad as I thought I did. I just really got it in my head that I'd done a terrible job. I feel better now. I am in quite a lot of pain, so I'm going to go get checked over because I don't know what I've done. I think I just jarred it, and I think jumping just seems to make it a lot worse. It started hurting after the show jumping. I thought I'll be okay. And then as soon as we got to like after the water, I was like, this doesn't feel great. But I also know that Jin loves to run, and this is
Ginny, we're gonna get
her,
one.
you know,
That way.
her happiest place is across country. So we'll have a break now. I think I've got like 3 weeks until Breckenborough anyway. But if I'm not 100%, I won't do it because she's a horse you need to be 100% on. She's got her ice boots on. Jade's just walking for me now. And she's going to have some mash because she's been such a good girl. Honestly, like, she is so, so good. And I know she's definitely been a lot spry today. And I was just saying, I think, oh God, let me try to sit down. I think actually how forward she was in the show jumping and kind of like running after the show jumping was what she used to be like. And I think because obviously it was our first show jump on grass, I think that got in my head a bit. And then I feel like I held her too much in the first few fences. And then it was just a typical Ginny drift. Like it is something she does when she's held and she can't see a clear line. She will just come back at you. And I just didn't have the power to be like, no, go. So we did the right thing in representing. And I am really glad that when we got to the bottom and I knew I had that straight line to go, just go, Jin, like just go and have some fun, because she really did love it. And my goodness, she galloped up that hill for 13. Absolutely, like I was like, oh God, because it's quite a bend. But she was absolutely amazing. She really, really was. Just check the time as for how long she's got left on her boots. Oh. But yeah, you a good girl, are you? You want your mash? Let's get your mash. I feel like, oh my God. Oh, how old do you have to be to use your poop scoop to get up and down? The worst thing is, I've not even fallen off. That's the worst bit. Like, how have I injured myself while still being in the saddle? Oh my goodness. No. She's like, oh, I know what time it is. Thank you. Oh, you were so good. You are such an angel. You can have border polos for putting up with your terrible, terrible mummy. Look at them eyes. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Right, we'll leave her to cover Jade in mash. I'm going to go find something hot to put. No, I don't know. I was going to say see if I can find something to put on my back, but can I put an ice pack on my back? Is that going to do anything? I needed like a hot water bottle. I don't know. I'm going to find one of those an hour and a half away from home. Anyway, I'm going to stop mumbling. I'll see you guys when I've got some food. Oh. So Jin is having the loveliest time. She's had her mash and got it absolutely everywhere. She's had her ice boots on. We're just putting the ice gel on now to finish her off, aren't we, my darling? She's pretty much dried off now. You good girl. You are such a good girl. So I've been to have a look. I don't feel like eating, to be honest. I feel a little bit sick, but I want to see if there was anything. There wasn't anything decent. There wasn't any cheesy chips. The cheese chips may have, you know, they might have convinced me to have something to eat, but no. Robin's, so we just went and got a couple of cans to drink. I'm just going to wait for Jin to finish this. It's good to have brought you the Lahina, isn't it, my dear? Because you've eaten that entire thing. But yeah, a very mixture of emotions today. I was so proud of her in the dressage. Like, she was so calm for it. And it was like all the calmness that we'd put into the dressage dissipated for show jumping. She was a bit wild. I think I just got into my head with show jumping and then held too much a bit cross country. Was proud. Like, there were points I thought, you know what? And maybe when I watch it back, it won't be as bad as I thought. I think just when you're not feeling on top form, then you go to your securities, which is my hand, unfortunately. But tomorrow's another day. We're going to get my back checked over, get that sorted before we go out and do anything else. Because as riders, we're terrible for not looking after ourselves enough. We look after these guys as, like, if there's anything wrong with her, she'd have as much time off as she needs. But when there's something wrong with us. But yeah, just a bit of a emotional, hormonal day in Tidgeon today. But you've been super gooper. She's like, I'm happy. I got to run fast and jump big sticks, so she's a happy girl. Right, I'm gonna go because even hold this camera's hurting, which is ridiculous.